Hey guys, kinggath here with some mod news. Today we've got to talk about a few delays. We've got to talk about the Game Jam, which is coming up in just over a week, where we're all going to be working together to put out a bunch of building plans. And of course, we always got to talk about the city plan contest. But before we get into that, we've got to thank our patrons. You guys are the best. You ensure that those of us on the dev team don't have to dig into our pockets and upset our significant others by using family budget on stuff to make this mod possible. So I'm going to shout out a handful of you today, quite a few, because I am apparently way behind on shoutouts. And if I don't get to you today, I will get to you in an upcoming video. All right, so huge shout out and thanks to Tim Craner, Jesse Snow, Victoria Calendar, Mark Haynes, Hugo McKenzie, Rinbot6, I think I got that right, Christina White, Foffy123, Albert Enzian, and James Wainwright. Oh my god, I don't think I had any flubs. It's a miracle, guys. All right. Thank you all so much for helping out with the project. All right, let's get into the mod news. So first off, you may have noticed we haven't had a patch in a little while, and I had to make the executive decision of saying no more patches until 3.30. That means the HQ 3.0 is the next patch on deck. We are currently aiming for sometime in mid-March, but we're in another one of those cycles where I have to do such a massive deep dive on the code that I fear that trying to put out an in-between patch in there is going to be nightmare fuel. It's going to waste a lot of hours that I could have spent just working on that patch. So the next patch you can expect from us is going to be a pretty significant one. Again, I'm aiming for mid-March, and as soon as it's ready, it'll be out. So there will be no more little bug fixes in between there, unless somebody finds some horrendously broken thing. But on that note, there is kind of a horrendously broken thing, but again, something I can't hotfix easily because I actually don't understand why it's happening yet. If you are finding that Jake is not showing up for you, we have finally figured out what is causing it. It turns out that there is a unexpected requirement of HUD framework on SS2 currently. So if you're not using HUD framework, you need to get that mod. It was meant to be a bonus, not a requirement, but currently there's something odd with the code that's creating it as a dependency. So if you're not using HUD framework, SS2 is not going to work. So make sure if you know anyone who's having trouble with getting SS2 going, or you are yourself, grab HUD framework. It is a very tiny mod. Even on Xbox players, you should be able to fit that on there, no problem. And that will get you back in business. All right, so in addition to the kind of patch delay there, we don't have one for a little while, we also had a little snafu in our voting for the city plan contest for January, so that is delayed as well. So there will be double voting happening in February, so keep an eye out for another voting vid when we're ready for you guys all to throw in your votes on the latest city plan contest voting. All right, now normally I save the new contest announcement for the end, but I'm going to do it now because I have a lot to talk about unrelated to the city plan contest rather than doubling back. So for March, the settlements you have to choose for the city plan contest are Covenant and Bunker Hill. So we went really big last month, and now we're coming really, really tiny. So if you've never entered the city plan contest before, check out the links in the description. I've got a link to a 5-minute video that will show you how you can take your settlement design and turn it into a city plan contest entry. And we would love to have more of you guys. Now, let's get on to the big thing I want to talk about for this month, and that is what we're now calling Plotapalooza. And that is a game jam that we're hosting the weekend of March 9th and 10th. And we're going to just jam out a whole bunch of building plans. And again, just in the same vein as I've been talking about city plan contest being open to everybody, we want more people to get in. We're trying to pull off the same thing for building plans. We want to see more of you guys joining in on that, putting out your own little add-on packs with more building plans. So to aid that, I have finally started work on something that we've been talking about for literally years now, which is a path for people to take their in-game design skills and use them to make building plans. So we now have a beta of a tool for taking your in-game design skills and using them to build out the rough sketch of a building plan, and then export that data and get it into the creation kit where you can finish up all of the technical work that's required to get it to work as a building plan. Now, as I mentioned, these are beta tools and currently only being distributed via Discord. If you'd like access to them, you can join the We Are Builders Discord down below, and there is a link to where you can download those. Once we've got the beta aspect of that worked out and we're fairly confident in the workflow, I will publicly release this sometime before March 9th and 10th is the hope, but if we can't, we'll make sure that a link to it is made available in the announcement for the contest, which is hosted on our forums. I will have a link below to that as well. Now, in addition to these new tools, I'm also going to help you guys with the technical side of things. On March 6th at 9 p.m. during my normal stream time, I stream every Wednesday from about 9 p.m. till midnight Central Time. I will be streaming on March 6th to walk you guys through the process. I'll show you how to use these new tools. I'm going to show you how to do the CK work. So if you've never done any of this, spend a couple hours watching me do it. I will answer your questions live. I'm going to walk you through the whole process from beginning to end, how to get a building plan in the game so that you can be prepared for the Game Jam on March 9th and 10th. I'm confident that anybody can do this. I will go through very, very meticulously with steps. I won't assume any knowledge. And like I said, I'll be there to answer your questions for a few hours on the 6th. So if you want to join on that stream, it will be on this YouTube channel. Just keep an eye out for the stream. All right, I think that covers news for today. I am very, very excited for this Game Jam. I can't wait to see more of you guys joining in on the fun of building plan design because it's way easier than you think. There's some technical steps you got to do in the CK, but none of it is too bad once you see it done once. All right, guys, take care and enjoy the mods.